Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Legends Roadwork. We got some bad news. The government has pulled the plug on this development project.
It's a damn shame too.
Yeah, we,
We
we
were so
cannot finish the
close.
street.
Nope. And so, like half of the streets of California, it will remain forever a giant pothole.
Yeah, I mean, we tried, but then they said, look, you have to split Goku and Vegeta into two separate banners, and also we're banning half of your donators. So good luck.
It
Eh,
was a real fun.
Yeah, it was fucked up all around, and we just can't bounce back. Oh, we might have
So
lost.
we're
Oh no,
here.
he's here now. Okay, I
No,
thought we
I'm
lost
here.
him for a
I
minute.
was
He's
in.
here.
It was in solidarity. I didn't want not
Moment
stuff
of
during
silence.
this.
Right, I understand. Moment of silence.
Yeah. Moment of silence.
Okay, moment of silence is over. Yeah, that
Yes.
edit fucking sucks, dog. Like, it's bad, and I think a lot of the only defense I've seen for it is like, yeah, but I mean like, it could suck more, and I'm like, like,
It's similar to how I guess like it's funny because if you want to talk to us too about this about a current gotcha that made it to the first um or collection had a similar thing where they had two banners, but they at least only had two new units,
yeah,
and
well,
both units had two different.
it's
And they
weird
also had Yoko
because,
Karama.
well, yeah. It's weird because, like, you look at Goku and Vegeta and you're like, oh, yeah, that's great. That's pretty cool. And then they're like, oh, yeah, instead of putting them together, we're putting Golden Frieza and fucking Boo on them, and then we're splitting them apart. And then Vegito is still 0.25% until you do the entire step up. It, it's just a mess. Like,
I also realized that they had also done the thing of like they introduced a new regen character and then put the anti-regen character on a ticket.
is he even an anti-regen character, or is everyone just still assuming that he will be because he beats the shit out of Buhan?
He is because and during that live stream, people have basically come together. He does some things like he stops you coming back from the dead. So
Oh,
that's one of
okay.
the anti-regen things he has. So he has that. So that enough is to make him be like he's anti-regen.
All right, fair enough. I'll allow it. But yeah, I don't. It's so hard to care because, like we talked about, I don't remember if it was on this show or not. We talked about how an anniversary is only as good to the player as what they get out of it, right? So even if it's
It's true.
theoretically really good, it doesn't really matter if nothing comes of it for people, right? So, like, yeah, there's a new character, but he's piss hard to get. Yeah, there's a new game mode, but apparently it's not very good. I see a lot of complaining about the 2.0 fight system, whatever the hell. Just in
Yeah.
general, like, all of these things on paper, really cool new characters, new game modes, UI updates. Like, on paper, all of that shit is good. And then in practice, all of it sucks. It's just so frustrating.
Mm-hmm. And then you also combine that with the fact that half, not maybe not half, because that's a lot, but a good portion of the player base is now gone.
Yeah, it's definitely not half. That's a huge overestimation that people are just using because it's funny. Um, but it's
Because
enough.
Thanos.
Yeah, because Thanos basically. But it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like enough people got banned that's like why even bother with that. You know?
Yep. It has made the thing of the last PvP fight that I did have, the guy was really bad. So maybe all the good players got banned.
Makes sense. Because I mean, I don't know what pisses me off. Really, I guess I'm not that pissed off because I was gonna drop the game anyway. Like, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
If you remember me in the chat the other night, it was kind of funny because I was like, guys, I think I'm just gonna go to Dokkan because I don't have the time. I don't have the interest in grinding 1,000 levels and having to play all day just to keep my shit back up to where it was before. Like I hate level cap increases, etc., etc. And everyone was mostly like, "Yeah, you should probably
Yeah,
just
that's
go to
also
Dokkan." And so I did, and then I got banned the next day, just like everybody else did. And so it's kind of good for me because I'm the kind of person where like if I get into a game, I'm not gonna be very good at getting out of it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
yeah. As someone who still has been with Dokkan for multiple years and had to even use Japanese recovery system to get their account back because they did not want to start over, I understand.
Right. Like even if in my
It's hard
head
to.
I'm like, this is dumb. I don't want to play this. This shit sucks. I don't want anything to do with this game anymore. I'll still see something really cool come out and I'll be like, maybe I'll try again. And I don't want to do that anymore. So like getting banned is almost good for me because I admit that my self control is lacking when it comes to things that I like. So now my brain can't like override or like my I don't know what you want to call it. My heart can't override my brain, I guess. So it
Mm-hmm.
just has to make do with the fact that I can't play anymore. So I really hope that people don't find out how to get unbanned because I don't want to be. I want to
Yeah,
just take it
I
and
mean
be
the only
done.
bummer thing about it is that even if you had dropped going Hayam on Legends, we could have still done like cool PvP stuff. But the way it is now, it's not the same. It's gonna be you'd have to start again from square one all over again, and just the build up to all that. And like the thing that was fun about specifically going against your account was the fact that it was like a difference between accounts because your account had literally every person, almost every other person
Right.
compared to mine.
Yeah,
So I
and so
can't
like
imagine like having this.
oh no, definitely I would definitely will not start over. But like I'm not like mad about the prospect that they ban people who used vendors because that's fine because vendors are a term of service violation and that's just something that you come to terms with when you're using them. What bothers me is
Yeah,
one, they apparently ban people like no matter when you did it. Like me personally, I haven't used them in like ages. I think it's been several months since I've used one. And I know a lot of other people that were like, I used one once and I did it when Broly came out in 2018. And that was the only time I've ever done it, and they got banned. But people that I know for a fact use the PvP instant win mod did not get banned. That's the part that pisses me off.
that's actually the thing that sucks is the fact that they've only banned people who were, I guess, like trying in their mind hurting their bottom
Right.
because
So
the people who are using the mods aren't hurting their bottom,
right, because to
so
them,
they don't care about
they
that.
they just don't care about the health of the game for the player. They care more about we want to make sure we're getting as much money as possible because Dokkan makes more money than us. And I get that. I'm not trying to defend that like no they shouldn't care about vendors. Like I don't care if they care about vendors or not. I care that they are like zero exceptions. If you did a vendor one time ever since the game came out, you got blasted. But people rampant and like just clearly cheating all over the place and not even trying to hide it at all are fine. And because these people that you know aren't trying to hide it, like in terms of, I'm not saying that they're scouring social media for accounts to ban. I'm saying that because they're being so brazen about it, like on Twitter and places like that, it's very clear they're not doing anything in the game to like try to mask it. So that means they didn't even try to look for it. They didn't even make an effort to like find people who were doing that to include them in the ban wave. They were only focused on this. So it sets a very clear precedent that they're only interested in whether or not they think you're impacting their bottom line more than you should be in comparison to people who are cheating constantly, which in turn should impact the bottom line because eventually people are going to stop playing if they can't like if they're just watching all these people cheat and it's fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean exactly, and it's gonna be something where I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the fact that it doesn't seem like if all the people that end up getting banned are only vendor people and none of those dudes end up getting because we don't know if this is coming in waves. Like if like wave one was a test wave and then wave two is all the other vendor people and then finally wave three is people who modded. But I feel like the only thing that's gonna happen is that the wave if another wave comes in, it's gonna be all the people who said they used the vendors and were not hit yet, they get hit right afterwards.
Yeah, and it's
I don't see
possible,
that.
but it's just weird because like, why would you ban in waves? You know, what's the point of that?
It is weird. I don't get it.
Because like, as like people said, if they ban right now, yes, sort of that sucks, right? Because I mean, people get banned, they want to play, but at least they did it before the anniversary, and they didn't wait and do it after people had just spent a bunch of money, right? So that's kind of
It's
nice.
true.
But if
That's
they do it in waves,
that.
it's like they spared the first people, and then the second people they're going to let spend money, and then they're going to nuke them if they do it in waves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So if you at this point, like you should know if you at any point if you did buy from a vendor and you haven't been hit yet, the best you can do is literally like try and live your last days because I
Yeah,
don't
I
see
don't know
you
what
staying
would.
around.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't get hit before. Because like I said, I don't think I've used a vendor for Legends since. Oh God, it's been so long.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's been a long time.
Alex Gaming Claw, who had not used a vendor in 6 months, got hit.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
He
Like I don't
says
have an exact month for me, but
it's
it's long enough that like you shouldn't think that because you haven't used it in a while, you're probably fine. Which in and of itself, for me, that's kind of fucked up, right? Like, let's say someone used it a
the
long
fact that
time
they
ago. Well, first of all, I know people are very torn on the subject of vendors, and personally, I don't give a shit either way. But I want to
yeah, I don't
dispel
give
the
a shit either.
misconception that people who use vendors only do that, because that's definitely not the case. Generally, when people use vendors, it's because they were unsuccessful with the money that they already spent normally, and they can't afford to keep going, which is the sad version, or just the fact that they do it for the big celebrations where they know they're going to need a lot. But they don't do it for every little thing. So a lot of people who use them also spend real money on a regular basis. So if you're looking at these people who have definitely financially supported you fully, and then you see that they have one date of chargeback 6 months ago, and you decide to ban them anyway, that's kind of fucked up to me.
And now it's also created this fucked up thing that's like I've definitely seen defreeze had to deal with it a bit is people who spent legitimately they have not used any vendors but they do spend a lot of money because they care, they like the game, they want to keep up with the game. Now you have people going like these people got hit, it's only a matter of time for you, and it's like no, I don't know how I gotta tell you this. I'm fucking clean. I did nothing hit me. So the misconception is not that is that the idea that all whales used vendors, which is not true.
Yeah, well, that's
That's not the
unavoidable.
case.
There's really nothing you can do about that because a lot of people, like, generally when you see someone say like, you must use vendors, it's just jealous frustration that they can't get what
They're
they want,
assholes.
and this guy is. They're just dicks. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. And I mean, it sucks for Defree. It does.
It's the worst.
100% it sucks for him.
Yeah.
But there's nothing you can do about it because you could literally provide a receipt for every single purchase you've ever made, and they would still be like, yeah, whatever, you're still doing it. You're just lying. So,
This is also why people treat people who care about free to play. So why free to play is a joke.
yeah, oh, 100%.
It's not
Yeah.
because we don't care.
It's a
Yeah, it's not that people don't care. It about the sorry, I must be cutting in like crazy
You
right
are.
now,
Yeah.
but it's not the fact that people don't care that you can't spend money on it. It's the idea that because you're free, everyone else should be free like you.
Yeah, or that because
It's the
you're
idea.
a free player, your effort or your luck or anything is somehow like a testament of your ability or is more valuable or something like that. Like I see all this weird stuff where people are like, "Oh, I got him," and the crazy thing is I'm free to play, and it's like, congratulations, everybody can, anyone can do that, anyone can get him. It's just the amount of
Yeah.
repetitions you have to put into getting him. It doesn't matter that you got him. No one really cares. I don't know, man. It's a mess.
It is, but we've decided to do something different because of this mess and to celebrate what is the end of Legends for many people. We don't have questions, we have eulogies.
Yes, so we decided We were not going to ask for questions because we felt it wasn't a good, lighthearted venue for questions. Instead, we asked, please send your farewells. Those of you who either were banned or just don't want to play anymore. Because I have seen some
Mhm.
people just say, fuck it, I'm not playing anymore. I don't think this anniversary is good enough to support financially, and I'm just going to stop and hang back. So, let's see. The first one is from Mai, our good buddy Mai, and he
Mhm.
says, I'm happy that Legends was the only Dragon Ball game where Android 18 was good. Rest in peace, Sweet King. And he didn't get banned, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he did not. Even though he, by his own
He
admission, has literally done everything possible to cheat in the game. Cheated in PvP, used vendors, cheated in PvE, just did everything. He did not get banned.
but he's also in the mindset of they're gonna come after me now.
Eventually they have
It's
to.
only a matter of time.
Yeah, they would
It's
have
only a
to.
matter of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is from This
Rest in
Is a
peace.
Username, and he said, Bye, Legends. The only positive thing you accomplished for me was making Dokkan better. Ouch.
Always look for the bright side.
Yep, yep. The next one is from 3 Days at Project Ascension, and he says, Goodbye, Legends. I have not played you in months, but I've seen you get darker and darker, and it's very sad to see you turn black. Oof.
Mm.
Mm.
Legends Black.
Legends
The only
Black.
blend.
Yep.
Legends Black.
The
It turns
the next one is
sad.
from Baron Leone at Baron Leone, and he posts a GIF of Bruno Bucciarati saying "Arrivederci." So
Solemn but respectful.
solemn but respectful. Next one is from Ryan Calderon at Ryan 19. Oh God, 19015. And he says, Goodbye, Legends. I played you for 1 month and it was really fun, but Dokkan took over. Goodbye.
You hear it all the time.
Yep.
Just as it's a really weird case of somehow Dokkan got up on the up and up.
Yeah, well, it's weird because like Dokkan, I'm sorry, we're cutting into the eulogies for a minute here,
No,
but
it's
it's
good.
weird that Dokkan did like it has been improving, but it really hasn't done anything like crazy. You know, like it's still a fairly
No,
mediocre gacha by like comparison to its contemporaries in the modern market. Um,
yeah.
but the sheer fact that Legends has like this crazy audacity to just shit on everybody has now people are looking at Dokkan way more favorably because it's
Yeah.
just not Legends.
As Common said, is Dokkan still Dokkan? And then I answered with, still plays like Dokkan.
Yeah, Dokkan is so simple it can never be anything else. They can't change it. But
Yeah.
the people are so upset with Legends that they're more accepting of Dokkan now. Dokkan somehow became the
Crazy to
good
fucking
guy.
think that that's the case.
I
That
know.
was not the case a year ago.
No, no, Dokkan. When Legends came out, people were literally like, "Finally, fuck Dokkan, it's over. We have a real game." And now everyone's like, "Damn you, Legends! It's only you are as good as Dokkan."
Yeah. A year ago, I fucking hated Legends and went, at least now there's a good game that's not Dokkan.
Yep.
That was a. That's sorry. Let's get back into these
Yeah, yeah.
eulogies.
All right. So the next one is from Kento at KentoHori1, and he said, "Why did it have to be this way? I was really excited for it." I agree. I agree.
Gone. Great.
Next one is from Kalu, and he says, Goodbye, Legends. Your weekly banners and increased sparking pool just became the deal breaker for me. The only thing you ended up being good for was making Dokkan a better game, and I thank you for that.
You can
People
never
are.
take that away from Legends. It did,
Can,
in fact, make Dokkan better.
yep, it somehow managed to make everybody like Dokkan again.
It did the impossible.
Yeah, yeah, it did. And Dokkan's fine right now, I'll say for sure. McPasta Dental, okay, says, I'd like to say that I feel bad for everybody who got banned, but at the same time, I use mods and I still didn't get banned, suckers. And I'm like, well, that, you have a right to gloat about that. I'll give that one to you.
That's like that guy who showed up to that his enemy's funeral just to make sure that he was dead.
Yeah, just to 100% sure. The
Yeah.
next one is from Roy at Bob81273601. And he
Good
says,
name.
I will stick around to summon on the banner, but I think I might drop after this. The only positive thing I have to say about Legends is that the game allowed me to see how shit gacha games are in general and stop spending money on them. Peace. That's kind of good.
Hopefully, a lot of people. Yeah.
That's sort of a silver lining, right?
I'm still playing Legends. Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of a silver lining.
Man.
Koki at
Okay.
the Krabby, yeah. He says, "Goodbye, Legends. I hope that one day you live up to all the potential that you have. You wanted to be different and better than Dokkan, and in the process, I think you forgot that there were some things you could have learned from it too." Very poignant. That's poignant. That's strong.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
that's
one.
right.
Next one is from Pigeon God, and he's yeah, it's
Uh,
a Pigeon God.
I can't believe Pigeon God made it. Pigeon God was able to stop on by.
Pigeon God made it to the funeral. He said, been playing Legends since the iOS release, and I really loved the game so much, and hated when toxic people shit on it because Dokkan did something better. I only used vendors twice, didn't even get the units, which was last year, and I stopped using it since. I really loved the game, and it sucks that I have to leave. That's a shame, man. I feel bad for you. Shit, we can shit on all we
Yeah.
want, but I will never begrudge somebody their right to like something, and to get it taken away sucks. I definitely feel for you.
No, it's true. 100%. That's why I'm not making fun of anyone who lost
Nope,
their account.
nope.
Doesn't feel right.
At Keckman, God, these ads, man. At Michael258871155. Is that like your pin number? He said, Legends really put into perspective how good other gacha games are for me. Play Pitter Patter Pop, everybody. Play that game.
Was that you or was that him?
That well,
Was
the Play Pitter Patter Pop was me. The
okay.
yeah.
I was about to say, but also true. Very true.
Very true. Sunshine at Sunny Nights 15 says Dokkan greater than Legends. That's not really a goodbye, but that's fair. I agree with you right
Yep.
now for what it's worth. Stevers at Pokey Stevers says, I'm really upset. I've been playing since day 2 of the game. All the work, time, and effort into the game, ranking 10k threshold on PvP every 2 weeks just for it to be gone. I'm pretty hurt right now, dog. Well, I'm going to leave these screenshots for you guys. First team, best PvP season, last rank was rank 130. Sayonara.
Fuck.
Yeah, oof.
That's rough, dude.
Yeah.
He even remembered that it was specifically the second day is when he started.
Yep. I feel for you, man. I really do.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. At Geo Uchiha X just left a picture of some sort of monster eating spaghetti out of a bowl, and the caption is cornflake, but it's spelled CORNNFLAEK.
It's good to see that Andy Warhol stopped by
Yeah.
to leave his condolences.
Yeah. Nike at Dr. Nike 23 says, This is my bank account, and it's a gif of a dude dancing.
Again, finding the positives in a
Uh huh.
negative. His
Find the
bank account
positives,
is
yeah.
infected.
Yeah. Stephen P. at Dark Dragon Masta, STA, no hard ER on that one, says,
All right.
Yeah, damn, I enjoy you, Legends, but damn, do you make really dumb decisions sometimes. And I can't argue with that.
It also kind of sounded like he was breaking up with a girl that he's like, damn, I can't believe I have to leave you. But damn, if you're going to be like that,
But damn,
then we can't be
yeah,
together.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And that's the last one that's not inappropriate. So, gotta leave it.
It's true.
Yeah. So there
All
you
right.
have it,
Fair
everybody.
enough.
Thank you for coming. I'm sure that what Legends used to be is appreciative of your appearance here.
Mm-hmm. And we'll again follow us to for the wake afterwards.
Uh
The
huh.
wake will be held at Pitter Patter Be Poppin'.
Yep.
It will be holding the services now that Legends is dead.
Now that Legends has
And
been
you can find
deceased,
us there.
you will
Now
see
that
us
now that Legends has passed on, you can
hmm
find us there.
at JoJo's
Uh,
Bizarre Adventure. Pitter patter, be poppin'.
yes. Look forward to that coming up.
Yep. Coming
And
soon.
yeah, I'll still visit the grave site similar to how I visit the Orc Collection grave.
Yeah, but the Ore Collection, Ore Collection is like that's sad because that was like a sibling that got murdered or something, and you're like, no, I did everything I could. I tried so hard.
And then I've been
Legends
waiting
is
for the
like
silver baby to show.
yeah, Legends is just like I don't even know what it's not the same. It's not the same or hurt. This doesn't really hurt.
Yeah. This one was a terrible car accident. This one was a terrible. They they got very drunk and slipped on a banana, and you're like, I kind of always saw it ending this way.
Yeah, that's more or less what happened. More or less what happened. And
Yeah.
I
And
don't mean
before
for this to sound like we are shitting on anybody who likes Legends, or we're trying
no,
to say you shouldn't play it anymore, because that's not
no.
what we're saying at all.
And again,
Um,
I do want to mention I still play Legends.
exactly, yeah. We're not at all trying to take away from people that play it, or say that you shouldn't play it, or that you're dumb for playing it, or anything like that. Um,
Mhm.
we're just saying that we're not gonna do this show anymore. Because
Yeah,
one,
Roadwork.
well, actually I could, because I did Dokkan for fucking forever without playing the game, so I could. Um,
You could.
I easily could, but we're just not going to, because I don't really want to, and I don't want to get into a position where I find myself going back to it and playing it again without really liking it, because I need to break out of this bad habit of playing bad games that I don't like and wasting my time on them.
Yeah. And there was a brief moment where I thought it'd be funny if we did a fusion and we did 2B Roadwork, and it was a combination of both, but then I realized that's not actually the good idea.
No, that would be a mess, but that would be kind of funny.
No, it would be funny. It would have been funny for one thing. But yeah, I think this is the best way of doing it, especially because if Zen is going to be the host of it, I feel like it would be unfair to Zen for him to host something for something he's not actively playing and has no interest in. And I feel the best stuff is when both of us, either one of us is super interested, or both of us are super interested. So that's why we can do something like to be released, and it's fine because deep down, I always find something to like in Dokkan, and Legends was the same way of me starting out, and I feel like that's why we're going to be going on to Pitter Patter Be Poppin' from now on, because Zen super enthusiastic about that game, and I'm super casual, so you'll have a great build up
Yeah,
on that one.
a big mix of of perspective on that one, because this game
Exactly.
has a huge I don't know, being a casual, I don't know, you've know this, you might not, but it has a massive like perception gap between casual players and hardcore players, just because characters investment in them changes how good they are so much. Like, it's a big
Mm.
deal. Where a
We'll
character
talk.
at one copy can be useless, and then that same character at a high skill level can be one of the best in the game. So look forward to that show. We're gonna have fun. I don't
Yep.
know if we haven't made any details yet. I don't know if there's gonna be a scale. We'll talk about it when next time.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right,
But
everybody.
for now, this is
Did we have an outro for this show? I don't think
goodbye.
we did.
Thank you for.
I don't think
No,
we
we
had an
never
official
did. But let me
outro
just
yet.
tell you, I want y'all, in the immortal words of Dusty Rhodes, I want you to open up a picture of Giant Khalifa for one last time.
One last
Your hand
EX
going onto the
Khalifa.
screen. Exactly. Look at her. Put your hand on the screen. My hand is currently on my laptop screen through the Khalifa pick. We are touching, and this is the goodbye.
We are one
Goodbye, everyone.
on this picture of Khalifa. Goodbye, everybody.
The big boys. We ended up. I can't say this correctly. Goodbye, everyone. It's been fun.
It's been real. Thank you for stopping by.